friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to my channel. I'm super excited to be sharing with you another project from the countdown to Christmas. I'm teaming up with my good friend and fellow stamper, Rachael Merrick, for our countdown to Christmas. Now, today is day 4 and I want to share with you my project for today. It is a cute little box. Now, this is one of the boxes. We're going to be making another box later on in the series using the exact same measurements and dimensions. So that's super fun. It's a completely different closure and it looks completely different. So it's super fun. Now, if this is the first video that you've come across with the countdown to Christmas, please make sure that you hit subscribe and then check out the in the description of this video where you'll see the links for all the previous projects. Now, as we go along the series, we'll be adding to those links, so everything will be there for you to be able to see all the projects together. Let's get started. Hi friends, Tracy.bish here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to the countdown of Christmas and today's project. I'm super excited that you're here. Thank you so much for coming over and checking out this series. If you haven't seen everything else that's been created, take a little time and take a look. I'm also teaming up with my friend Rachael from Merrick Makings. So if you're not familiar with her channel, go and check hers out as well, because she's taking part in this wonderful countdown to Christmas. So I hope that you're enjoying this series. Today I am creating a gorgeous little box, and what's fun is this box I'm actually going to create 2 different ways. It's the same measurements, the same exact same way that you're going to cut your box down, but you can put this box together 2 different ways, which is super fun. I'm going to show you the first one today. I'm actually using the North Pole delivery suite, or part of it anyway, the beautiful DSP. Now this is this here. It is gorgeous. North Pole delivery 12 by 12. What I really love about this DSP is there are die cut pieces in this DSP as well. So this is one of the sorts of DSP that's great for beginners. It has everything you need. It has the different designs, but then you've got your elements that you can create very quick and easy cards with, projects with, and I'm going to share with you the project that we're going to use today using the die cuts from this beautiful DSP. Now the stamp, although I could have used one of the stamps on here, I also purchased the Gift of Joy, which is this one here. Lots of little stamps in this one as well, and I really wanted a Happy Christmas or a Merry Christmas sentiment. And excuse me, this one is actually in this set. So this Gift of Joy, sorry, is on page 55 of the catalogue. And if you like little stamps to be able to create scenes, or, you know, to do very quick and easy cards, this one might be a good one for you. You know, we've got some flowers, we have some baubles, we've got some extras that you can do, multiple layer stamps, I suppose. What am I trying to say? You can colour it in, so you do the base layer in the outline, and then you can add colour with the leaves and flowers and that sort of stuff. And then we've got some wreaths that you can make, so you could make a proper round wreath. We've got some stockings, some gifts, and some great little sentiments here as well. So you have it sort of all there ready to go for your Christmas needs. Okay, so let me show you the little project that we're going to be creating today. Look at this. Is this not the cutest little gift box? So it actually stands up this way, and you'll see the second box actually sits down like this. So super fun. This is it, red and green, very traditional. We've got the real red and garden green. I'm going to open it up. We're using the gorgeous real red ribbon from our mini catalogue. And then it's just a decent sized box, opens at the top. And I've got a packet of Skittles. So summer here in Australia is very hot. We are in summer, and Skittles are a great one to give out as a little gift. I try to steer clear of chocolates as much as possible. Nothing is going to last with chocolates. And I find in summertime, I'm not a huge chocolate fan, but in summertime, I'm definitely not a chocolate fan. So I don't know, I just cannot go near the old chocolates at summertime. It's definitely the lollies. So you could also use shortbread. I know you can get single shortbread packets, which is super cool as well. And look at the front. So we've got our little sentiment on the front that we're going to heat emboss. And this is one of the die cuts from this set. Now, I will share with you all the die cuts that are in this set when we get to that point. But you could do anything on the side here and trick it up. So really easy to be able to use a little bit of cardstock, some beautiful DSP, and a sentiment for your box. And what a great little gift to give out at Christmas. Okay, so like I said, this is the Gift of Joy stamp set. I just wanted the Happy Christmas or a Merry Christmas, and this was nice and small. I wanted to keep the sentiment really small. Like I said, very nice small stamps in here, so you can do lots of good projects. We are going to be stamping that sentiment with Versamark ink and white embossing powder. So we are heat embossing, which is my favourite technique. We have very, very simple, our basic rhinestones as our embellishment. You can choose whatever you have in your stash. And look at this gorgeous real red shiny ribbon. It is beautiful, very, very shiny. It has a nice little bit of texture to it as well. Very good quality that Stampin' Up have in their ribbons, so love that one. I will be sharing with you a little bit of the die cuts as we get to it, but this is the North Pole Delivery 12 by 12 paper. And then we have our pieces for our box. This is Garden Green. It measures 7 3/4 by 6.5. I've actually just grabbed a scrap of Real Red, that's for my sentiment. And then we have our pieces of DSP that I've already cut down. And let me think. We have 2 pieces of 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, 2 pieces of 1 by 2 3/4, and 1 piece of 1 3/4 by 1. Now, all the measurements for these projects for the Countdown of Christmas are going to be part of a PDF tutorial bundle that you can purchase at the end of this series. So if you like the projects that Rachael and I are creating, maybe you would like to purchase the tutorial bundle at the end of the series, and you know, you've got lots and lots of inspiration there, 24 projects of inspiration, in fact. And yeah, you will love that tutorial program as well. All right, so we're going to move all these things to the side, starting off with our piece of Garden Green. We are going to do a little bit of scoring. So on the longer side, on the 7 3/4 inch side, we're going to score at 1 1/4. I need to get rid of my cutting blade there so I don't make that mistake. So 1 1/4, 3 1/4, 4 1/2, and 6 1/2. On the 6 1/2 inch side, we're going to score at 1/2 inch, 1 3/4, 4 3/4, and 6 inches. Okay. And that's as easy as our box is. Like I said, this is actually going to create 2 different style boxes, same measurements, same cardstock, all that thing. The second box that I'm creating, I'll be doing in the Real Red. So, sorry, I just moved the camera there. Let's burnish all those score lines that we've just created, and then we can start cutting down our box. Now, this is a decent sized box. You will get, you know, different lots of goodies in there, but, you know, some lollies or candy is always, you know, a great little gift idea. Okay, so we have everything scored and burnished. We're going to do our cuts now to create our box. So these are both even, so it doesn't matter what side you work on, whether it be top or bottom. But I'm just going to take this bottom, and we're going to cut up to that second score line on that first one across. So first score line across, we're going to cut up to that second score line, and then we're going to take this little rectangle off completely, and we're going to do a miter cut on both sides. This is going to be one of our tabs, like so. The next score line over, we're going to cut up to that second score line. And then this little long rectangle, we're just going to do a miter cut. We're going to do our next piece same as our first, so cut up to the second score line. And take our little rectangle off and miter cut. So this will be part of the tutorial bundle. If you would like to purchase that at the end, it has all the instructions and everything you need for all the tutorial, for all the projects that we're creating. And then these 4 rectangles and 1 square, we're going to take completely off. So I'm just going to move my scissors all the way across. I struggle to cut in a straight line, so I'm probably better off to grabbing my bigger scissors. Maybe I'll grab those out because, yeah, it's not too straight. But anyway, we'll do that with the big ones in a minute. Popping it over to the other side, we're going to do the exact same as we've done to the opposite. So cutting up to the score line, the second score line, taking off our little rectangle, and then doing a quick miter cut. The next one, we're going to just do a miter cut at that last bottom rectangle. That's going to be our closure. Cutting up to the next score line, we're going to take off our little rectangle and do a quick miter cut. And you're just taking off about a slither. And then I'm going to grab my big scissors. You could also use your paper trimmer. So much better. All right. Then we have our template here. We can move to the next piece. Okay, now scissors, adhesive of choice. I'm going to use my tear and tape, but you could certainly use liquid glue, whatever your choice is. I find with 3D projects, I really like the tear and tape, but there is not a lot of give in that. So if you struggle with placement and things like that, maybe use your liquid glue because you've got that wiggle room as well. Okay, so pop that down. Let's take these pieces off. Lining that up. And there is our box. How simple is that to pop together? So you can have that going either way, whether it be opening at the front or opening at the back. I think I'm going to use mine at the back. I do have my Skittles here as well, so let's pop that down. They can open from either way. There's a lot of air in these Skittles, but they fit in perfectly. Okay, let's bring in all our pieces. And we're just going to add all those pieces with a little bit of liquid glue. So we have a front and a back piece of DSP. Beautiful. I love this garden green. It's like postage stamps. So cute. Then we have 2 pieces for the side. Okay. If you were saving your DSP, you could also use cardstock that's embossed. That would look really nice as well. And then we have one bit for our top. You could also add one to the bottom if you would like. I don't think it's needed. You're not looking at the bottom, you're only looking at the sides and the top. How adorable. I'm gonna run my ribbon all the way around. And we're gonna tie a quick little knot. Now you can either use undoing the ribbon, or you can just sort of pop it off and pop it back on again, however they want. So cute. Does that not look like a little present? Okay. I have a piece of real red that we're going to do our heat embossing of our sentiments. So I'm just going to take my embossing buddy. This is a piece of scrap, so I want to make sure that I don't have any marks on there that's going to pick up all that embossing powder. I'm using the Happy Christmas from the Gift of Joy DSP. Oh, sorry, Gift of Joy stamp set. It's not DSP. I'm going to ink that up in the Versamark, a clear, sticky ink. Like so. And then I've got my white embossing powder from the Basics collection. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's project, you can certainly purchase them in my online store. There is a link in the description of this video, and I'd love it if you did place an order. I've got some great little gifts that I give out to my customers each month, so you don't want to miss out on that. We have all the powder on there. Let's use our heat tool to just melt that powder. So each month my customers who place an order will receive a tutorial bundle from the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial group, which is so much fun. You can also join my VIP group on Facebook. So that melts really, really fast. This is a fairly big bit of cardstock, but if you're doing heat embossing, maybe grab some tweezers to hang on to. That heat tool gets very, very hot and you don't want to burn yourself with that. So I'm going to let that dry and cool down a little bit. Let's grab that DSP out, and I want to share with you the DSP that's in this pack. There are 2 sheets of, bless you. A lot of farmers at the moment are on their tractors, and my hay fever is playing up, even with hay fever tablets. So I do apologise. There's just so much going on in that wind. All right, so great little die cuts here. We've got trucks with goodies in them. We've got little shops. We've got mailboxes, all sorts of different mailboxes, which is so cool. We've got postage stamps. We've got gifts, letters, all the fun stuff. And then also in this set, because it's an animal themed, we've also got some animal themed die cuts as well. So cute. I really love this DSP pack. But I'm going to grab out this little house in the red and green, and we're going to put that on the front of our little box. So that's going to go and get popped up. So let's get some dimensionals here and pop that up. Again, you could put whatever you'd like in this little treat box, but you know, you're using minimal supplies. What a great little gift to let someone know that you're thinking of them over the Christmas break. And you know, you could also make these for any occasion really. So popped him up. I'm going to get my paper trimmer and just cut down our sentiment piece. So I hope you're enjoying this little series with Rachel and I. We are enjoying creating these little projects for you. So lots of different things coming up as well. So I've just cut that down with my paper trimmer. It's a little bit blurred on the edges, so I'm just going to take my sander and make those a bit neater. And then I'm going to grab my little paper snips and cut it down, but we're also going to do a little bit of a banner cut as well. So just cutting into the center, and then from each of the sides will give you a really cute little banner. Like so. Let's do the other side. Cut in, cut to that cut line. And then we have a cute banner. I'm also going to pop that up with some dimensionals, and I'm just going to use the edges of our dimensionals. They fit perfectly in the center there. And lastly, to finish off, let's grab some of our basic rhinestones, and we're going to pop a few of those down. Such a pretty little box. Don't forget, I've got another box using the same measurements. Creates a completely different box, different opening, different everything. But how cute is that? Perfect little treat box. I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like a comment in this video, hit the subscribe button as well, and don't forget, go over and check out Rachael from Merrick Makings. She's doing this great series with me, the countdown to Christmas, and I really know that you're going to enjoy her projects as well, so go over and check her out. If you're in need of any of the supplies that I've used on today's card, you can certainly purchase them in my online store, and I would greatly appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be back with another project really soon for you, so please come back and join that, and I'll see you all soon. Bye everyone. Bye.